Hello my dear friends and welcome to a new video from Mad Max Deals and Reviews. Today I have the chance to give you a first impression of two very new flashlights from ACEBEAM. Very new because they are not on the market now. The H60, which is obviously a headlamp, and the X10, which is a tactical flashlight. These two have been sent to me by Sven from Home of Flashlights, who is the German distributor for ACEBEAM and other brands. He gave me the chance to play with the lights, to take some measurements and to share with you my opinion and my findings. And if you want to support my channel, you can maybe at the end of the video click the like button, or maybe you subscribe to my channel, and while the intro, which is coming soon, runs, maybe you take the time, scroll down a little bit and look at the links I have in the video description, how you can save some money buying flashlights, and maybe you find a chance how to support me. Thank you for that. Okay, let's look at the flashlights. The H60 and the X10, they have something in common. Can you spot it? Yes, they have a spot beam and a flat beam. The X10 uses a Cree XHB35HI for the spot, and 9, I think it's Samsung LH351D LEDs for the flat. The H60 has an Osram white flat for the spot beam behind a TRI optic, and there is an mule array. That means there is no optics, there is no reflector, there's just 8 LEDs of an, for me, unknown kind, so please comment below if you know them. And these 8 LEDs just make a wall of light in front of you, so very even, no reflection, no nothing. That's quite cool. And I have to remind you, these are pre-production samples, so any of the information I can give you, maybe ACEBEAM changes them for the final models. So let's look what they do here. The H60 has a click for on, a click for off. When it's on, you click and hold, you toggle the modes. There's 4 modes: low, medium 1, medium 2 and high. And when it's off and you click and hold, it starts in moon. And the moon is very good to show you this, how to change the channels. A double click, flat, double click to spot, double click to both. And that's it. I didn't find any other hidden modes with 3 or 4 clicks or whatsoever. So I like that. This is really simple, and this is what you want from a headlamp. Being simple and not complicated. And there is a single switch up here which has a green light underneath, and I guess it will change its color when the battery power goes low. But we look at that afterwards. Now for the X10. The X10 has a tail switch which has half press for full, and you can click, then it's full. And when it's in full mode, the side switch does not work. When it's off, you can click and hold. Whoops. Hopefully it didn't kill my camera. No, this went off too. Yeah. If you click and hold, it starts in the moon. If you hold it when it's on, it toggles low, medium, high, and a double click gives you turbo. Click is off. So when you are off and you do the double click, you have the instant turbo. Another double click goes back to the last mode memorized. Triple click gives you the strobe. Single click is off. So easy again. And how to change the channels. If you double click and hold the second click, then it switches through. Spot, pause, flood, spot, pause, flood, spot, pause, flood. Quite nice. And yeah, that's it for the user interface. I will try to change the camera angle and give you a close-up look on both of those flashlights. Let's look at the H60. I measured a total weight of 104 grams, including the battery and the headband. The headband has this additional strap over the head supporting the weight. There is some soft rubber preventing it from slip on your head. The flashlight is mounted using these rubber loops, so you can tilt it downwards or upwards, whatever you prefer. And of course it's easy to remove. Just slip it out here. So you see that's the mount. Now we see the flashlight itself. All metal body, it's aluminum. There's cooling fins on the downside. We have a total length of 83 millimeters, 26 millimeters over the tail caps, and 33 millimeters. It's the depth here. The switch with the green light. And again, I think it will go red when the battery goes low. Speaking on the battery, here on the right tail cap, which has square cut threads. Where's my focus? There is square cut threads. There is in the tail cap a spring, no focus again. An 18650 battery. There is a spring on the driver as well, so you can use flat top or button top cells. This is cool. The other side has the charging port also under this tail cap, so that's quite nice. So it's waterproof and dust proof, and proof from any mechanical problems. The USB-C port. There's this white plastic. When we plug in, you see a red light, so it's charging. And what's funny, if I break the contact, it comes the green light because it thinks the battery is full. But even in this, let's say if you have an emergency, you can run it in the low power modes. But if you go full power, your battery pack will not like this. So let's go back to normal. For the data, I measured for the mule configuration, which is the floodlight only, in low 24 lumens, 140 in medium, 260 in high, and let's say turbo 390. I had a maximum throw of 33 meters in this configuration. For the spot I had 14 lumen in low, 83 in medium, 170 high, 310 in turbo, and a throw of 122 meters. And having both on the same time, lumens have been 40 in low, 217 in medium, 430 in high, and 700 lumens in full power. So that's quite nice. And nearly 129 meters of throw in that mode. So quite nice for such a small headlamp. Let's look on the X10. I measured 276 grams for total weight, including the 21700 battery here. The head has a diameter of 60 millimeters. I have 25.5 millimeters here on the body and a total length of 143 millimeters. We have some cooling fins here. Here where the switch, in the switch section, there is deep cooling fins. Nice anodization, nice knurling here. Here is a tactical ring if you want to hold it in that way. Build quality is ACEBEAM like, so that's really top notch. Here is a LED which goes on green when the battery is good. And if I go to turbo now, after a short time, the voltage drop gives us the orange, and if it's low, it will go red. Let's open here for the battery. One very nice thing is there is an inner tube which is spring loaded that carries the switch signal. The tail cap has a double spring design, so that there's a big spring on the driver, because I measured more than 20 amps in full power. So that's a lot. And therefore it's very good that ACEBEAM made it possible to have a mechanical lockout. Just a quarter of a turn prevents that it comes on in a pocket or backpack and burns something. So it's this momentary feature. You will burn wherever this flashlight sits. You open a little bit and you are safe. And it also disconnects the power for the side switch. It's very good. Speaking on the power, let's switch it on in the moon mode. Go to flood only. I measured in low 161 lumens, 345 lumens in medium, high gave me 800 lumens, and the turbo of 3550 and the maximum throw of 200 meters. Spot only. I had low 124 lumens, 258 lumens in medium, 540 in high, turbo 1860, 400 meters of throw. And in combined mode, a low of 304, medium 660, high 1445, and this high and both can run forever in my feeling. And there is a turbo of 5500 lumens, and if you use a hot cell like a Samsung 30T, you squeeze out a few hundred lumens more. But it gets hot very fast, and of course brightness drops also very fast. But as said, high is very nice, can handle the heat on high quite well and run for a really nice long time. So let's try going to the garden and look what they do. So welcome in my garden. This is a Lumintop FW3A. This is 950 lumens, and if you do not know my garden, this wooden box there, it's 10 meters, the middle of the tree, the trunk is about 20 meters, 22, and down there this yellow door, it's from my garage, it's 30 meters. Again, Lumintop FW4A on highest ramp, which is 950 lumens. Double click, that's in turbo, a little bit more than 3000 lumens. So just you can orientate. Now using the H60 at first, I have it on my head above the camera. Switching to that's flood only in low, medium, high. That's turbo, that's the highest level. I can see with my bare eyes the whole the garden. Don't know how good you see on the camera, but it's even, the light is the same distribution everywhere, no shadows. That's the great benefit of this kind of mule. Going back to low, switching to spot only. No problem to see where the door is. 1, 2, 3, that's the highest level for spot only. Now I go back to low, combine, 2, 3, 4, that's the highest output, 700 lumens, lots of light in front of me, combined with this nice spot. Now let's try the X10. I switch to flood only, low, medium, high. Very nice illumination, and I like the light quality of this Samsung LH351D LEDs. And that's turbo. Going back to low, switching to spot only. Of course, no problem here in the garden, much too small. Medium, high. Very concentrated spot, but quite useful for an, let's say, I would say it's an all-round beam, because the reflector is quite small, it's not a real thrower. Going to turbo, that's 400 meters, I think, if I remember correctly. Lots of light, 1850 lumens. Back to high, back to low. That was spot only. Now switch to everything. The combined flood and spot, low, medium and high, 1450 lumen. Very useful, not really hot, really nice. And of course there's the turbo with 5000 plus lumens if you need a wall of light. So I hope you liked my demonstration. Hopefully you like those new ACEBEAMs as much as I do. I think they did a very nice job. Just some minor things I would wish, but maybe we see some changes one day. Hope you liked my video, my work. Thank you for your support. Please consider subscribing and have a nice night. Bye bye.